Hey guys, Sean here, and today the anticipated 0.2.0 content update for Grounded was finally announced, and we're going to walk you through all the additions you should keep your eye out for. So let's start with some of the basic stuff, and that's changes rather than additions. So first off, we have the combat, and this is going to be a long video, but here we go. The damage has been buffed on the Spider Fang Dagger so to make it one of the better tier 2 weapons. Spike Traps have also seen a significant increase in damage. Spiders have learned a new set of attacks to help them change it up from their basic bite, which should be pretty interesting. There's been an added delay to the block in order to prevent the player perfectly blocking every time through spamming the button, so that's my playstyle out the window. The Lava Blade poison has been balanced to make it more consistent, and the eye patch has been nerfed, now having a reduced bonus to weapon damage. Two-handed weapons have had their stun rating reduced. The Mint Malice damage has been reduced to align it more with the progression. Tier 2 insects have had a cooldown after being stunned before it can happen again, and finally the combat for perfect blocking no longer reduces the armor durability. By our standards, that's the whole video, so we'll see you next time. Except we have more to talk about. So next is the interface changes. So what we've got, I'm going to try and speed through it as fast as I can, so let's see. Raw science icons have been updated for consistency, shortcuts have been added for dropping items, deposit and take stack have been added to storage UI, shift clicking will now transfer a stack to storage, dropping an item onto the paper doll in the inventory will drop it, crafting a full inventory will now notify that you've dropped the item. Storage and flag markers have been revised and their colours shifted, scab flavour schemes have been changed, canteen slips available are displayed on the equipment slot of the HUD, more icon art, and finally a highlight effect has been added while the player looks at something. So, have you guys had enough yet? No? Okay then, on to world changes. So, we've seen the Clover Cave layout and the lighting completely redone, and the engines have been moved slightly. The flooded area in the southeast corner of the garden has been revised. The electrical socket has seen blackout art added, items will now despawn after the 2-day period of being dropped and up by the player. Players and critters alike now create ripples in the pond, and finally some footprints have been added in the garden. So here's the plan, we're going to talk about bug fixes in tomorrow's video, but for now we have a couple more things to talk about. In regard to performance, there's been a few changes. Windowed full screen will now perform better on Windows. UI/inventory should perform better, load time should be decreased significantly, especially on maps with larger bases, and finally better GPU performance should be a given at night time. So our final category is called Other. Yeah, it's literally called with that, and we're going to run with it. So this is a long one, so let's get into it, not waste any time here. First fix is that the voice activation setting will always reapply itself when rejoining a game. A relief for many, including myself I'm sure. Hedgeberries now float in water, ants have been reworked to prevent literally hundreds of them attacking one weevil, grass has been added to the furthest reach of the garden to prevent the loss of immersion. Ants now store ice caps, soldier ants can now drop ant heads as loot, ants will hate you for stealing their eggs, what a surprise, the resource analyzers had an animation added, and finally some smoothies have been added to create a better experience. Well, that was a long one, but that's it for tomorrow's content patch. We'll talk about the bugs tomorrow. Sorry this was kinda long, but that's just gonna be the case from time to time. Anyway guys, if you want to see us cover Grounded more, drop a sub and like. I'm Sean, and you're watching Game Today. Bye guys.